Anyway, all right, I'm going to start browning a little bit of Italian sausage. Love this. This is stuff that they actually do at festival. And it used to be when you buy Italian sausage, you'd have to buy it in the links and then split the casings open and get the sausage out that way. Well, now this is perfect for recipes. You can just open one of these packages and squeeze it right out, and you don't have to worry about removing the casings. And this is some of the best Italian sausage ever. If you've never tried it, try it. I'm using the sweet. If you like a little kick, you could use the hot. And I just want to get this cooked and crumbly. And this is going to give this dish a lot of great flavor. Just really love Italian sausage. All right, so we'll let that start going. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of olive oil just because that sausage is so lean. Sometimes it needs a little bit to get going. All right, I'm doing baked ziti, so I've got a big pot of water that I'm just going to wait for that to boil. We're almost there. I'm going to salt that water a little bit. I'm going to get my ziti in there, get it going. The basics of this recipe, I'm making a homemade cream sauce, and I think once you get the method to making a homemade cream sauce down, you can do so many different things with it. So I'm going to show you how to make the basic sauce. We're going to actually use it in this pasta casserole dish, and then later in the show we're going to use it in another recipe. But once you kind of get the swing of it, you'll be able to do this all the time, and it's just so quick and easy, and you can make these cream sauces with ingredients you already have in your house right now anyway. You don't have to run out to the store and get anything. And I just, I make this cream sauce and do so many different things with it. Use it in cream soups, mac and cheese, just tons of different things. So when I get that sausage crumbling a little bit. Oh, I had the most wonderful night last night. It was my daughter Ireland's spring concert at her school. And wow, so cute, from the band members that are just learning their instruments, some of them, you know, on the recorder, the very first instrument, to the choir. Wow. Just kind of makes you realize what's really important in life, that's for sure. All right, let me get to this cream sauce now. A couple tablespoons of butter that I'm going to melt. And I'm doing this, I think, if you've got a non-stick pan, it just makes making these cream sauces a lot easier. You don't have to worry about things sticking. So I'm just melting a couple tablespoons of butter in the pan. Oh yeah, my producer Abby just reminded me, book club coming up. Book club is back. I've gotten lots of questions, lots of emails. When's book club coming back? Well, we're doing it in actually a couple of weeks. Coming up May 15th. So we've picked a great book that I think you're really going to enjoy. It's called Hotel on the Corner of Bitter and Sweet by Jamie Ford. And we're meeting at a really neat place that I'm excited about. It's called Ishota Gardens. It's in De Pere, beautiful setting. It's a shop, so you can do a little shopping. They're going to provide snacks and drinks. So go out and get the book and then read along with us. You've got plenty of time, a couple of weeks, and it's going to be a really wonderful night. The deal with this, space is limited. We can only take about 25 people, so call today to make your reservations for this one. The number is 920-337 0421. So hope to see you there. Go out and get the book. It's supposed to be a love story, but it also has a little bit of historical fiction in it. Takes place out in Seattle. Looks like it's a really good book. Okay, I think I can throw my pasta in here now. My water is boiling. Got one package of baked ziti. Just kind of a heartier pasta. Tube-shaped pasta, looks like that, and it's one of my favorites in casseroles because it really holds up well. The thing with it, I don't want to overcook it, so make sure whenever you're cooking pasta that's going to go into a casserole, you want to cook it so it's a little bit firm to the bite. Undercook it a little bit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, my sausage is doing its thing. I'm going to get back to my cream sauce because my butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, started to melt. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour. And normally I do about equal parts. Sometimes I'll do a little less flour than butter. But once you get the butter and the flour in there, you need to start whisking, whisking, whisking. So I want to get this all combined. I also want to cook it for a little bit, keeping an eye on it. I want to kind of cook the flour taste out of it so it doesn't taste floury. Now I've got some milk. We love our Dairyland's Best milk in the glass bottle. About 1.5 cups of milk. And the butter and flour is all combined. And this is the important part when you're making a cream sauce. Once you add that milk in here, and I like to gradually add the milk, don't walk away. Be right here. Don't pick up the phone or check your email or anything like that, because we don't want to get lumps. You want to be constantly whisking it. So I'm going to be right here. I'm not going anywhere. All right, let me get back to the sausage. Which looks really good. And to that sausage, I'm going to add 1 jar of your favorite marinara sauce. And you know me, I don't like to waste anything, so I'm going to get a little bit of water, shake it up in the jar, and get every little last bit of that sauce out of there. Okay. Just let that cook together just for a little bit, just so the sausage and the marinara sauce cooks together. This was a nice one. Had some zucchini and portobello mushrooms and carrots in it. So whatever's on sale or whatever marinara sauce you like. Checking on my cream sauce. Okay, now you see we've got another bowl over here. And in this bowl, I'm going to mix together 1 container of ricotta cheese, 1 egg. Actually, I'm going to beat that egg before I add it in there. Just makes it a little easier than that way. And 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese and a little bit, teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So mix that all together. My ricotta cheese, 1 egg, which is going to make it nice and fluffy. How's my cream sauce doing? I don't want to have that burn. I want to bring that up to a boil, and the minute that happens, it's going to start to thicken a little bit. Okay. So this is kind of be like a lasagna. It's a layered dish, but it's a little bit different with the Italian sausage, and then with this bechamel sauce, the cream sauce. It's really nice. So we're going to have a couple different sauces going on here. Nice big casserole dish. This is going to make a big batch. And I want to spray the heck out of it so that we don't have a sticky mess and that Ann won't yell at me for doing those dishes. All right. Let me get back to my cream sauce here. It's just starting to thicken a little bit. And I want to season that cream sauce with a little bit of salt and pepper. And just a little bit, just a teeny bit of nutmeg. But at this stage, see how it's starting to thicken a little bit? Kind of coat the back of the spoon. You see that? There's so many different things that you could do with it. You could add some cheese, and all of a sudden you've got the makings for, homemade mac and cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. You can, add Parmesan cheese, and you've got like an Alfredo sauce. I'm adding a little bit of heavy cream in here, but you wouldn't have to. But it's basically butter, flour, milk, and then, go hog wild. All right, just want to check my pasta, and I think we're about ready to put this thing all together. Again, we wanted to undercook the pasta a little bit, because remember, it's going to bake again in the oven. So don't worry. One of the ways that you could screw this whole thing up is to overcook the pasta, and then the whole casserole is mushy and it's just not good. So basically I'm going to get this pasta and drain it. And we're going to start putting this whole casserole together. All right. Perfect. All right, so now we just start layering like we would a lasagna. First, we're going to start with a little bit of sauce down on the bottom. That sausage in there and the marinara sauce. Now we're going to throw some pasta down. Now we're going to throw some of this cream sauce. Trust me on this, it's really rich and yummy. All right, more pasta. Now we're going to do the rest of the tomato sauce mixture with the sausage. And then the rest of that cream sauce. Just pour right down over the top. All right, now we've got that great ricotta cheese mixture. Just going to take little dollops of that. Just kind of dot that. And it'll melt when this bakes. So just right over the top. This is great with a great big salad, some garlic bread, and you've got a really nice, different Italian pasta bake. This is something just a little bit different and yummy. All right, now we're going to put over the top some shredded mozzarella cheese and a little bit of just Italian seasoning. And I've got about 4 cups of the shredded mozzarella. I told you it was a cheesy casserole. Most of my casseroles are. Now I like to bake this covered in foil at 350 for maybe 30 minutes or so. Then uncover it and let it bake a little bit longer, just so the top gets a little bit golden. All right, come back with me. I'm really excited about this. Oh, we're all really excited about this. And this is a good idea. We, with such a nice, big, beautiful casserole that we put a little bit of a cookie sheet on the bottom just so it didn't overflow. How good does that look? Wowie. It's my baked ziti, cheesy Italian sausages in there. This one is a winner.